When we come to the issue as well, which you are being accused of for many years. When Meyiwa was killed, did you went to the scene?
I'm actually happy that I'm being asked on the issue of Meyiwa, and it's an issue that I wish I could spend time on it to clarify, so that finally South Africans can get to hear the truth. And allow me, Chair, to deal with this Meyiwa issue. When Meyiwa, after Meyiwa was killed, I was the head of the Hawks in Gauteng. I was at home in Pretoria. I got a call from the acting provincial commissioner, who was General Musikiri at that time. I was at home at night. I didn't even know about the shooting. And it was around about 11 at night. And remember, Senzo was killed after 7:30, around about 7:30, early evening. And what I had to do as the head of the Hawks was to call a team to say, let's meet there. It's just like when a serious crime has been committed, we move, we go there. And what happened there is that as we moved, all of us, we got there. I ran straight to hospital. And simply because of the fact Meyiwa is a national key point. It's a national asset. It's not ordinary member where someone can say someone has been gunned out, then as the head of the house, I'll also go there. But because it was a national goalkeeper, we all had to react, and we went. Even General Musikiri, who was the acting provincial commissioner, we all went and we met at the police station, at the hospital. When I got to the hospital, it was packed, even in the passage, even in the ward where he was lying motionless. And everybody was crying there. Even myself, I could not make my way through into the ward. I saw him lying inside there, but from outside the ward. And then I realized that it won't work. I then said to General Musikiri, I will go to the house where now the investigation must start, because now the investigation process had to start. Now, for the investigation process to start, we then had to go to the scene of crime. When we get to the house where it happened, it was packed. Outside the yard, inside the yard, there was up and down movement in the house. I'm well trained when it comes to investigations. I'm 37 years doing what I'm doing. The very first thing is to take charge of the scene of crime. Mine was to give instructions and say, please, secure the scene, preserve the scene. This is a scene of crime. Now the team had to make sure that they remove everybody on site to outside the yard so that it can be cordoned. The scene of crime can be cordoned. Remember, I arrived late at night when this thing happened, almost after 7:30, and the scene was already processed by the officials. It was processed, cleaned. The experts have done their work. Now, when I arrived there, I also found MEC Sizakele Nkosi Malobane and other generals were there. Now, ours, we come here as a fact-finding team. We come in here, we knock, we sit down in the sitting room. It's clean, there's no blood, there's no spotty that you can see, everything is in place. And then we sit, we listen, we ask questions, what happened? This one explained, this one explained, this one explained, this one explained. This is the normal course of attending to crime scene. The MEC was there also, we were all listening. And then from there, General Musikiri and them came, arrived from hospital to join us. There were other generals, including General Musikiri. We all listened. And thereafter, it was a question of, General, are you taking it or am I taking it? As the Hawks, do I take the matter to run with, or are you taking it? Then she said to me, the National Commissioner, who was Mayor Ria Pierre then, said or suggested that This matter must be investigated by a team of experienced investigators. Now that already took us out of the way. Now we stood by when they made a press conference, a press briefing at that time that says, there will be a team appointed to investigate and will run with this matter. We were standing by, no longer involved in the case. That is why even today, when this matter has been testified, I haven't submitted a statement. I haven't submitted I've never been called as a witness. It's almost at the end because I was not involved. I've seen messages that says I took $1 million and I did it, I shifted the firearm order. No. At what point would I have done that? So I just wanted to say to South Africans, I am not involved in the Senzo Meyiwa case. I've never done anything wrong. And there have been many teams, more than 10 different teams that were set to investigate this thing. I have done nothing that can actually cause the matter to be, not to be successful.
Thank you, Chair. I'll just give one because there's a warning already there, a red light before my colleague takes over. The last one from me. Unfortunately, other issues are still under investigation because you said you are like a specialist, an expert when it comes to investigation. Because I don't want to eat time for my colleague. Can you confirm yes or no on the matter that that scene was not contaminated by your presence?
Not at all. It was never communicated by my presence. When I arrived, it was a done deal already. It was cleared. I mean, when you arrive and already it's trampled upon by many people, I was very late when we come there myself.
So were you the first person who arrived at the scene?
Not at all. I came after 12 there, when in fact this thing had happened after 7:30. So logically speaking, how can I be the first person to arrive past 12 when this thing happened at 7:30?
Thank you, Chair.
Honorable Shongwe. Ndaba, siyabingelela baba. Sawubona. Hey, makumele umuntu akhulume nawe ngathi udla intelezi, amehla vele angaboni indaba. Ngiyifunde. Izolo before ngichubeka nje bengifuna ukubuza enye i-clarity seeking question. So bengisaba ukuthi uChair uzodla isikhathi sami ubuya ngishaya uChair yabona. Can you kindly assist me with ubandle ku page 234 SB 19? Just the first blocks ungifundisa ukuyifunda lapha ya mhlawumbe ungifundele. Ngibuza nje ngoba ngifuna ukufunda indlela ukuyifunda akwangishaya ngesikhathi ngisho timekeeper.
Asambe Chair.
Yeah. It is station heading, ne?
Yeah.
It is CAS, which is case.
Two double matter, yes.
It description there. It is alleged that the ANC member had a meeting at Ghost Town while driving near Green Water Tank. He was shot 2 times on the head and the neck and succumbed injuries on the scene. Bese ETIO, is that the investigating officer?
Yeah, Chair.
Now in Khulala, outstanding. It analyzed section 205 to place. Can I read the name, Chair? Okay. Analyze section 205 and to place Tembelani Dlamini on the crime scene. It try to identify the suspect. I don't understand the outstanding. Is that outstanding or what? Please clarify this for me.
This is the investigation that needed to be conducted. That is outstanding. And by so saying, Chair, may I be sensitive to the fact that it's very much important. And that is why, Chair, it's very dangerous to mention the name because this Sihle Zigalala does not necessarily mean that it is the current minister or deputy minister. So it's very dangerous to rely on the name that you find here. There are many names that you find that they are equal or they are senior. I mean, they are similar to the name of some of our leaders. And in the meantime, now we begin to target the leader on something that it is not him, it is someone else. So may I request, Chair, that this document be really in the highest sensitivity it deserves, Chair.
All right. Should I continue with it, Chair, or just Ngeke?
No, you can continue. The documents have been made available to yourselves, and they are on record. But what the witness is requesting is that you may not read the names because they may be misinterpreted.
Now, as I was asking for clarity, Chair, I was saying, does it mean when you say analyze section 205, does it mean the placing of that suspect, or there's this name Yokala on this crime scene? And does it also mean try to identify the suspect as that suspect, does it mean exactly that, or it means something else?
When you read the docket, which is the double murder, heading double murder, that was registered in 2016 on the 20th of 12. And it gives you the description of the case that this is what is being alleged, that the ANC member had a meeting at Ghost Town while driving near a green water tank, and he was shot 2 times on the head and neck and succumbed to injuries on the scene. Now, here's the investigating officer. Now, here my main intention was to point out that the last day of investigation of this matter, the last handwriting in the docket was on the 24th of March 2023. This is the last time this team looked at this docket. So in other words, for almost since 2023, this docket was never looked at. 2 years. It was not open. It's somewhere sitting, gathering dust. Now, the rest, the information that is outstanding in this docket was to analyze the 205s and to place this person on the crime scene. In other words, it's when you apply for the communications from the cell phone providers, the car trackers and everything, and then you analyze that so that you can see that it gives you whether this person was there or not.
No, thank you. So this Sihle Zikalala that is here, was he arrested 2 years ago?
I thought, Chair, we agreed that the names are not
No,
going.
you said it's not the minister, just this one.
I'm not sure.
Okay.
That's why I say I'm not sure whether he's a minister or
We
not.
may pass. Do you agree with the relationship between Ngeke Silibe no Glenn Aglioti made South Africans